Vague refers to something that is unclear or imprecise in its meaning or intention. Inconsistent, on the other hand, refers to something that does not remain the same or is not uniform in its behavior or quality.
Peace out, y'all. How y'all are doing? Hello. Wait.
Season 3, y'all.
This is. It is season 3.
Season
Welcome to
3.
March.
3, episode
Damn,
1.
It is March already of 2026. This is ridiculous.
Yep. Pretty crazy.
All that means we're another month closer to Grogu and Mandalorian
Hells yeah.
and Disney losing money. Is it Maul? No, something's the end of this month.
Daredevil.
Early this month. Daredevil. Okay, there we go.
Daredevil's the 27th, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
27. That would be like a weekend. That's weird. Like a Friday? I'm used to like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Not Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday,
Unless they do one of those
Tuesday,
drop everything at once.
Wednesday.
No. It worked out well doing it once a week last season. So.
It did. I don't mind the short, like the 8-episode weekly ones. I can tolerate that. That's not terrible. Plus, it gives, assuming we all see it, gives us a chance to talk about it as well. Speaking of seeing it and talking about it, you didn't mention Scream at all. What'd you think? You went and saw it yesterday morning, right?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Was it predictable?
A little bit. When that one dude went in there and got the coffee, I was like, that's the killer. And my daughter was like, no, that's too obvious. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah, I can't say that. That's spoilers, and it's only been 2 days, so. But yeah, I thought it was mostly predictable. I can't say that either. That's spoilers. But yeah, I still enjoyed it. I didn't care. Spoiler or not, I enjoyed it.
The whole time, though, I'm watching it, I'm like, who is that fucking kid? That Lucas kid? And it wasn't until the end when I looked him up, I'm like, oh, that's the guy from Gen V.
Yeah, I was going to say, it took me a second, too. I was like, he looks familiar. I'm like, oh, yeah, did it hit me, too? It was like, oh, yeah, he's the one that got to see Naked Girl, and we didn't.
Right? It's hate.
March 24th is Daredevil.
Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. Because that's like a Tuesday.
Yeah. And then, so there was Scream, and then there was also Good Luck, Don't Die, Have Fun, which I think Lou and I saw.
That was so silly fun. I like that movie.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear.
It was
on my list. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I loved it.
They definitely hit way too many things on the head, though. Like right on the head.
Oh my god, dude!
So I'm kind of jealous that there was a girl that was allergic to Wi-Fi and
spoilers.
Because that'd be
dang.
Well, it's been a few weeks. It's been out a few weeks now. It's fine, I think.
It's been out.
Also, if you watch
3 days.
I believe one of the
10 days.
One of the trailers, they actually talk about her, like where she gets the bloody noses or whatever. So.
Oh, okay. You know what the movie reminded me of though? Idiocracy.
Wow. I mean, duh. Like, yeah, but it's like right now.
Every generation needs one.
Yeah.
It's not something really, like there were a lot of aspects of it that weren't set in the future because that shit is happening like right now.
Yeah, like I would have liked more explanation and more future stuff. Maybe in the sequel. Yeah, if there is a sequel.
Still, keep wait a minute. Good luck. Keep having fun. Keep not dying.
Right. Still don't die. Something like that.
Yeah. Stay alive. Still stay alive.
Yeah, it was enjoyable for sure.
So there was that one aspect with how the kids are. This will be for Lou and for people who've seen it. But there was like one aspect of the kids that when my friend and I walked out of the theater, we had just played poker earlier in the week. with the guy. There's a guy who hosts a monthly poker game. He's been inviting his son who just graduated college, so he's like 18, 19, and like that's literally him playing poker. Like he'll be like phone in one hand, his cards in the other, and he'll just be like, "Oh, it's my turn. Okay,
yeah, I don't have a rule. Make him put that shit away."
I know. No, because again, the host, it's the host rules, right? Like,
yeah, make the host make a rule.
But it was just one of those things. Like when you watch the movie and you walk out and you're like, "Oh shit!" Like, hello.
Oh, that's
like,
a good point. If it's right within a few, yeah, okay, I got you now.
So we were like, "Wait, shit, we dealt with that on Saturday."
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
But
fucking craziness. But yeah, I enjoyable movie. It was a fun movie. And then let's see. And then what happened movie wise? Oh, and then I watched like 3 older. I guess they're older ones over the last few days. It was 12 Monkeys rewatch.
That one is
and
older.
Then yeah, that's just like 95, 96, something like that.
Yeah.
97, something like that. And then Megan 2. So I finally saw that one. Oh, and then Until Dawn, the video game horror Groundhog's Day type movie. Megan 2 was fine. I thought it could have been better. But still it was fine.
A lot of people did.
Yeah. That one did not do as well, and they kind of scrapped Megan 3 because of it. Not 100% scrapped, but definitely slowed down because it didn't do as well as the first one. 12 Monkeys, I still don't understand the point of that movie.
What was the context of you rewatching 12 Monkeys? Was there somebody that you watched it with who hadn't seen it, or? No.
I wanted to watch a time-like movie because I knew I was going to watch Until Dawn eventually.
Yeah.
And that made me think about it. And then I also watched Time Cop, and was the 4th movie of this list. I was just in a mood. I was like, oh, I want to watch. And I was trying to find the one with Jet Li, except it wasn't streaming. So it was like, whatever. But no, it was like, oh, I remember 12 Monkeys, and I hadn't seen it in forever, and I was younger, and I don't remember a lot of it, and if I even understood it the first time. So I watched it this time, and it's like, okay, I finally understand what's happening. I just understand the point of the movie. Like, when all said and done, what's that?
The future sucks.
Yeah, basically, it's like when all said and done, bad guy gets away, and it's like, okay, not one person, when she's yelling at in the airport, he's got a virus. Not one person thought maybe to stop him and find out. It's like, get the fuck out of here. And that was so stupid. It was like, this is dumb. Brad Pitt makes a cool, crazy dude, though.
I think the problem that a lot of those types of movies have when you watch them today is that I think our brains, I'd have to see the exact scene that you're on, but there's been a few times where I watched older movies, especially when it deals with like airports and like police and all of this kind of thing, where like when that movie was made in like the mid 90s, like how people viewed going to the airport and dropping somebody off or picking somebody up or something happening is way different than it is today, right? Like that whole experience, for an example, is a completely different experience than it was 30 years ago. Just because, but so I find it sometimes when I'm watching a movie or TV show set back in the day that, especially if it's like a TV show that's current, but is maybe set back in like the 70s or 80s, like they almost have to like, they still couch it in like today's processes, right? The process of going to the airport is way different than it was in the 70s or even the 90s, right? And I think sometimes I have to catch myself going, oh, I'm like applying my today filter to this movie that was made before you couldn't go to the gate, right? Or whatever. Again, I got to see the scene that you're talking about, but the way you phrased it in my head, I'm like, I wonder if that might have been a 90s mentality thing on how they viewed what the future would be, right? Because I'm sure it was present day, though. Present day. Okay, yeah. But so present day for them in the 90s is even different for you today, right? Like
Right. But if you're at the airport, even in the 90s, and somebody yells, "Dude in the yellow jacket, has a virus," you would think even in the 90s somebody would look into that.
We didn't have bioterrorism in the 90s.
Yeah.
They were
Feel
so
bad
concerned
for
about just shooting Bruce Willis's character than they were about like listening to what she had to say. Although what's weird is when, and again, this could be an emotional thing that I just don't connect with. When he gets shot, girl runs up to him, and like, oh no, you got shot, blah blah blah, but doesn't continue like, hey, because when the police come to surround, because he still has the gun, he got to get the gun away and all that. It's like, hey, somebody stop him. He has a deadly virus. No, she's just sitting there holding him like, oh no, you're dying, instead of, hey, the world's about to die. I don't know. I guess priority maybe is the world, but maybe, I don't know, maybe not.
Fuck it. He's dead. We can all die.
Yeah, that's another, honestly, that is absolutely another take that some people have, right? It's like, well, my family's dead, so fuck everybody else. I'll go be a suicide bomber. So, all right, but yeah, so that movie, again, Whatnot, or whatever it's called, does What Culture or something like that, does like top 15, whatever. They did one recently, like top 15 movies where the villain got away or the villain wins or whatever. I didn't watch that one, but after watching this, that one better be on that list. It's like, dude, totally got away with it. It's like all this for naught, man. You would think he left the message. If he left the message of who's the one in charge, the argument could be the next movie is, now that they know who it is, they send somebody back to take care of that guy. So it could have been just assumed, presumed, maybe, if they could keep going back. If he left a message at the airport with them in the future, and then somebody shows up 5 seconds later, then that could also happen. It's like they resolve it by not, but they just didn't show. It's like, world's coming to an end. It's like, no, he did tell them who the real bad guy was. I think he at least told them who it wasn't. So I don't know. I just saw the movie and was like, all right, and I wasn't that impressed 30 years ago. Still not impressed. Until Dawn was kind of good. Could have been better, but it was fine. It was a 6 out of 10. So. But I think that's all I watched for movies this week.
I was one of my Tuesday movie buddies hadn't seen Ready or Not, and so I know Ready or Not. I've been very excited about Ready or Not 2 for several weeks now, and he's always like, "But I never watched the first one." So I went over to his house, and me and him and his wife watched the first one last night.
Oh, that's funny. That's on my list too. When I first saw the trailer, like you said, got excited for it a couple of weeks ago. So did I. And I was like, "Ooh, I better go watch the first one." So I went to go look it up. Wasn't streaming. Yep. I looked it up yesterday. Now it's on Hulu.
Yeah, but it's everything's maybe Hulu's different. We didn't look at Hulu, but as far as when he did his search in his Roku for where to watch it, it was all rent or buy. Like nobody just had it streaming.
Correct. And that's how it was. I don't know how recently it hit. But it had to have been in the last, I'm guessing the last 24 hours. Because, if you go to IMDb and you hit the, add it to your favorite to the eyeball thing, I got a text pop up about 12 hours ago that said, hey, Ready or Not from your list is available to stream on Hulu. So it had to have been by as of yesterday or today, it popped up on Hulu. So I'll give that a shot so I can watch.
I actually just looked it up. So IMDb posted an article, what to watch in March on Hulu, Netflix, etc., and that's on there.
Oh,
so
cool.
Literally today.
And you guys watched it last night.
We had other avenues. We had other avenues that we could watch it because
paying for it's not one of them. That's for sure. Sell the 7 Seas.
Yep.
It was $5 on Fandango. I bought it. I was like, "Oh, the second one looks."
Well, that was the funny part.
$5 on this.
That was
right. I would buy it for $5. I won't rent it for $5.
That was the other conversation we had. So, if, he was getting his Apple TV stuff set up on his Roku, and he went in there, and it was like, buy $5, rent $5. I'm like, why in the fuck would you make it the same price? Just give the option to buy then, because who cares? Because you're just going to take it away anyways at some random time in the future. And I'm going to go, I want to go in and watch it. Oh, it's no longer available. Thank you for your $5. Mm-hmm. You get nothing. You get a dick in your ear. Oh, thanks, Apple. So it didn't make any sense to me that it was the same price for both, I was
Right.
like, okay, so you can rent it for 24 hours, or you can buy it and keep it until the licensing changes, and then it's no longer on Apple TV. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Pretty much.
But
So yeah, so that'll be one that I buy. I'll have Ready or Not Part 2.
mhm.
I'll have to watch by myself for sure. So
It's not
that'll
a
be one of
horror
those.
Movie. It's more of a thriller. There's no monsters in it.
I would say
But if there's gore though, that matters too.
there is gore.
There's gore in the trailer.
It's a gory comedy. It's a gory comedy. Like
Right.
None of the it's played more for shock value than it is for horror. There's tension in the movie, but it's not like horror tension. It's a thriller tension, right? Like
Suspense.
yeah, exactly. So that to me is completely different than like a Scream movie, right? Like it's not a Scream
jump scares and whatnot.
Yeah, there's no real jump scares. That's it's actually on the short list of movies that I will like occasionally just be going through on my, what movies do I want to watch that I don't necessarily need to be paying attention to, but that I enjoy watching. It's on that short list for me. So,
all right. I mean, I could always watch the first one with her and then let her decide.
Yeah.
Like if she's not enjoying the first one, she can leave and go play on her laptop in the bedroom and watch her shows. And if she does like it, then we can add it to the list.
You'd seen it, right, Jack?
No.
Really? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, hopefully you guys get to watch it in the next couple weeks before the second one comes out. And
I'll be watching it this week for sure. That might be tomorrow's movie. Tuesday though, we might. I haven't checked with her yet because if we go watch Crime 101, I think that's the only thing that's out that's watchable. It's a late showing. It's like a 9:30 showing, which means not getting back till midnight. She's got work the next morning, so it's like we'll see, but. So I'll leave it up to her. He's like, hey, if you wanna do it, then we'll go watch I'll get the 9 something for us and see what she says.
Yeah, I don't think there was really anything this week. I mean, maybe Hoppers, but then next week is
Hoppers
Hoppers and the Bride are next week.
Next week, yeah, they came out Thursday.
I will.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I got to remember to plan for Hoppers and see how she wants to do that with her little one.
We'll probably in 2 weeks we'll make the Bride our Tuesday movie probably.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. That's one of those where I'm tempted to watch it twice. I'm like, I'm gonna go watch it on Thursday or Friday. I'll go with you on Tuesday, and then I'll get the mopey eyes and be like, fine, I'll wait till Tuesday. Watch it once.
And again, undefeated. The worst part of the movie going experience is everybody you have to sit in a fucking theater with.
See, luckily, man. That you talking about for Hoppers?
No, I'm talking about when we saw Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. We had people behind us where, like, I don't think the lead has ever seen a movie or a TV show ever, and they talked like the entire time about they were having like full on conversations, and we were like, "Shh."
You didn't say anything. Okay, you didn't say anything.
Yeah, but it didn't matter, right? Like, because they get it's how it always works. They would get quiet for 5 or 10 minutes, and then something else would happen, and she'd be like, "Well, why did she do that?" And I'm just like, so we get done afterwards. Okay. So we went through that a couple times till you finally just get both him and I just gave up. We're just like, okay, whatever.
Oh, I would have. I would have gotten their face.
I know, but that's
I've done it. I've done it before.
You're a different animal, my friend.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So it was just one of those things that, like, the worst part of the movie. I don't even mind paying extra for popcorn. I don't even mind paying fucking $27 for popcorn. Like, it's whatever. It's the way that the world is, right? But like and it's usually kids. The last few movies we've seen, it's been shitty kids on their phones or whatever. This was like a middle-aged couple who, like, the wife just had never left the house or some shit. So you couldn't, like, you could get mad, but then you're also kind of like, have you ever left the fucking, who is this? Why are they doing this? Shut the fuck up. Like, undefeated. Worst part of the movie going experience. The other people.
Always. Yep. Like you said, undefeated. Always. Man, Hoppers, there's going to be kids at that.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to catch yourself a late night show.
Yeah, no shit.
That might be one. That might be one where Well, no, because if I'm going with her and the kids, I just have to expect it. And that's the thing, right?
Exactly.
If I go to a kids show in the middle of the day, I expect the kids to act like kids.
Mm-hmm.
The little kids anyway. The older ones, nah. I had this was last year, maybe a year before. I had that couple sitting in front of me, and the dude, like, if I'm middle row, so I guess he'd be a row in front of me, 2 seats to the right, where this couple was sitting, and the dude was like trying to impress the girl and just talking to her, just trying to schmooze up, whatever, and first time was like, yo, you need to keep it down. And that was it. 20 minutes later, he picked it up again. And then I said it, I neither one of you going to be surprised. I was like, if I have to tell you to shut the fuck up one more time, it's going to be the last time because you won't be able to fucking talk. And it was that simple. He didn't say a word the rest of the movie. So I just, it's so frustrating.
All right, Lou,
Lou's
next time that happens,
blocker.
I'll FaceTime you and you can tell him.
All right, I got you.
And then he'll tell you, like, get off your fucking phone in the theater.
Yeah. Number one, why are you calling me from a goddamn theater? Lou, I need you to silence somebody. Oh, okay, I got you.
That'll be the first line. You're the fucking what, dude? Really? It's like, no. Here's what happened. Like, I got this.
I know what theater my boy's in, and I could be there in 5 minutes. So we're gonna have a problem.
I live in the future. I could fly back in time. That's how it works.
This is why I moved to a different time zone, so I could be back on time.
Right?
Every
Just fucking handle this shit. But yeah, I'll give you one, but that's it. All you get is one. After that, man. But man. It's like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you the people? Like, why are you even doing that? Whether it be you're on your phone, the chatty, the whatever. If you're talking about the movie, honestly, I'm less bitchy about that. If you're like, I was like just reacting to the movie, but like the way you're talking about this lady, I was like, I don't know if I'd be that. But you said they had full on conversations about stuff, and I was like,
right,
no.
And I don't think they were sitting. It didn't sound like they were sitting next to each other. It sounded like there was maybe a seat between them. So I'm like, no. If you're going to have to explain shit to your girl or your girl's got to explain shit to you, cool. Sit next to each other. Don't be fucking like, I need a fucking man spread. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's Sam Rockwell. He was in this movie and he was this and that. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right. Like, did you remember him from Galaxy Quest or whatever the fuck that movie was?
Yeah, you remember we saw Galaxy Quest last week? He was one of those guys. He's also Justin Hammer.
He was in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
He was the Foot Clan dude. Oh, snap. Oh, that reminds me, fucking Jack. So I brought it up, part 2 in the theater, the old girl. She's like, we're going, right? We went last year to see the first one, so we're going this. I'm like, oh, God, I guess we are. I was like, okay. But you know what, though? And then when I was at the theater to watch Scream 7, they showed the upcoming, Secret of the Ooze to theaters, March 13th and 19th. And watching the trailer made me excited to watch it again. I went from, oh, damn, to, damn, we're going the first chance we get.
Oh, damn.
Yep. It's like 13th to 19th. We're going to 13th.
No spoilers.
Right. Man, honestly, it's me. Y'all know the rules. I don't know what happens. I remember there's the part, the Vanilla Ice scene. That's what I remember from part 2. I honestly don't remember the plot. Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, obviously they have the tubes. Do they bring in Bebop and Rocksteady in this one?
Toka and Razar. The wolf and the snapping turtle.
I only know them because of the Magic game. But why not Bebop and Rocksteady?
It was supposed to be with something.
Got to be a licensing
behind
thing.
The scenes. No, it's a behind the scenes kind of thing or something.
Okay, all right. But either way, so yeah, I'm definitely down, and we'll be watching that in 2 weeks.
Blue goes into Ninja Turtles too. He's like, oh shit, that's those guys from the Magic cards. That's crazy.
Blue has his Magic cards spread out in front of him, and he's like, oh, let me read the description of who they are.
I'm gonna take the new set. The new set comes out Friday in paper, Tuesday online, and I'm gonna take a bunch of cards at random and make a bingo board. and when they come on screen, boom.
So speaking of,
I don't watch any.
You didn't
movies.
watch any movie? You didn't
Oh,
do shit?
damn.
No, actually, I've been watching Night of the Seven Realms. I kind of enjoy it.
Yeah, that's on my list too when it's done.
It is.
Although, that's
it's
easy.
like 8 half-hour episodes.
Oh wow, that's an
you
easy
can watch that
watch
before you go to bed tonight.
Dude, for real. Shit. All right, that might get started this week. Because I was gonna suggest Landman, but maybe I'll knock that one out.
I like how Jack's like, yeah, Lou, you can watch one before you go to bed. Lou ain't watching just one before bed.
No, I said
Lou will
he
be
can
like,
watch all of it before bed.
All of them.
Right.
Yeah. He called it out. If I'm watching one, I'm watching them all. The problem is I won't be able to watch it because old girls don't want to watch it with me.
I'm like, this motherfucker ain't just watching one.
No,
he is not. He is not.
Just the finale left to watch, but I don't mind it because they're not trying to. It's the same thing like with Rogue One or Solo, where like they know what they're doing, right? They're not trying to build into the bigger mythology of it,
bigger universe.
Like the houses are all represented.
Yeah, that's funny. That.
But
okay,
this dude's just a dude, right? So cute little.
That's funny because that was my next question. I'm like, are there enough Easter eggs to tie in the other two series?
Well, it's after House of the Dragon because the dragons are all gone, but the Targaryens are still on the throne. So it's somewhere in between all of that.
Well, yeah, it wasn't Targaryens on the throne until Baratheon took over, so it would always be Targaryen.
Yeah.
Until House Baratheon.
We'll see.
All right. Either way,
too bad there won't be more until like 2027 or something. That's how Game of Thrones is.
Well, that's next year, so that makes sense. One season a year.
So everything is.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Did we lose the internet again?
I lost
every week.
Right, I was thinking the same thing.
Week.
He's back.
All I hear is every week.
Every week.
Hey, at least it wasn't the computer this time.
This is true. And it didn't boot anyone out, so we're all good.
Yeah, we just had to pause, and Lou and I just looked at each other awkwardly for a minute.
Yeah, it was like, and he's gone.
I have so yesterday we went out to my parents' house to go through my dad's workshop and start kind of figuring out what's good, what's trash, what's in between, that type of thing. And we were going through a corner of the workshop pulling stuff out, and somebody found like this old Foot Locker, and they pulled it out and they opened the latches, and it's me, a bunch of my guy friends, and then one of the guy's wife was there, and she was looking over my shoulder when we cracked the box open, and it was a bunch of like my old stuff from probably like the 80s, early 90s, probably 80s. And yeah, 80s, because a bunch of the books and stuff were like SR-71 Blackbird books, that type of thing, like a bunch of like really old school. And then there was a fully assembled Lion Voltron that, I'll have to dig it out of storage to bring it. But we cracked this open, and I was like, oh shit, Voltron. And she's like, man, everybody here is going to make fun of you. And I go, I don't think so. She goes, yeah, everyone's going to tease you about what, So I get the box out and I drag it out to the middle of the floor, and a bunch of the guys are standing around there. Like, guys, come over here, check this out. So I open up the chest and I said, check out what's in the box. And all the guys are like, oh, snap. Is that Voltron? That's fucking awesome.
Exactly.
And I look at her and I go, see, told you.
Damn right.
She's like, they're all going to laugh at you for being a baby. I'm like, nah, that's not how this is going to work.
Nope. You did not read that room properly.
Nope.
So I'll have to bring that, and I'll have to bring that and get that assembled and put up somewhere in the house. Because I was like, oh shit.
He's like, we're not selling this.
Yeah.
Dad got kicked out of the nursing home. I ain't selling this. Fuck a medical bill.
Not my medical bill.
But there was like a tiny little baseball glove in there. I was like, oh snap. This is back from when I was a baby.
Dang.
I'll have to when I go out there. I'll have to call you guys so we can do a show and tell. So I can crack this open and show you guys and be like,
Well, you
was
probably
my
fit
life.
2 fingers in that glove now.
I know, huh?
Put it on his baby arm.
Yeah.
No, because you don't want to.
Well,
Wait,
it does
okay,
catch balls.
Yes. You don't want a comebacker with that glove. You don't want to catch a comebacker with that glove.
No, you do not. You do not.
But
overall, quiet week though. I didn't watch a lot of. I mean, for me, it was a quiet week because with the new Magic TMNT crossover Beyond Universes Beyond set coming out, Wednesday was the pre-release for content creators. They get early access so they can play the cards in the different formats and then off to everybody. So next week, which is now this upcoming week, people are like, oh, cool, I enjoyed that. Let me go play. And it's cheap play online. It doesn't pay the stuff I do is online. So for me, it doesn't come out till Tuesday. But for the rest of the week, Wednesday through even today, I was watching the different content creators play the different formats. That way, it's my turn. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this card. I know how this play is, and this plays well. This does not play well. But that was a lot of my week this week. And like I said, the 4 movies that I saw on home, and then the 2 in the theater, not a whole hell of a lot else happened. It's March though, so like I told y'all, this will be when the serious job hunting starts. So all goes well. I'll have a job by April and go from there.
Can I ask a couple magic knowledge questions?
Sure. Let's do this.
So I know you go into the game store and they have a section on the wall that has all the different series of cards, and they have the packs that are all randomized. When it's like a limited edition like this or a crossover, do they have those same packs, or is everything you buy what you buy? Like if you say I'm going to get, if you buy a pack, is the pack predetermined, or is there can you get TMNT crossover packs that have random cards in them that have different levels of rarity and that type of thing on them?
Yeah,
or is everything deterministic? Okay, so you can still. So
are all the cards in the turtle packs turtle cards?
Yes, and it is random. However, but to his other point of the predetermined, they do a little bit of both. That's a little bit different. They do that with every set. So this is like every other set where you buy a pack that's called a play booster, and in that pack you're going to get at least 1 rare, at least 3 commons, and at least so many. Well, not necessarily at least, but so many commons, because some packs are random enough to have 2 or 3 rares in one pack. Obviously it's 1 in 200 that you'll get 3 rares, 1 in 100 you'll get 2 rares, and then every pack is guaranteed a rare, 3 commons, and the rest commons.
Okay.
So it's, even though it is a TMNT set and it's not a quote unquote proper Magic set, the randomness is still the same. If you're still opening that stuff, it's still all like that. The collector boosters are a little more expensive, a little higher rarity that you're going to get. Those are for basically the whales. They sell those to the whales who are looking for the top end cards. And then the predetermined is a pre-constructed deck. That's hey, because in the TMNT set there are 5 themes to play, and they basically make a starter for the 5 themes. So it's ooh, I like this theme, so you can actually buy that theme. And if you buy that theme once, every pack of that theme will have the same set of cards in it.
Okay. And shoot, I was going to ask something, and then So how does that work then so you can go and say, okay, I'm going to buy and again, I don't know, you say themes, but I'm just going to put names on it, right? I'm going to buy the Donatello pack, right? And the Donatello pack will have Donatello and then have a bunch of cards that are related to Donatello in some way, shape, or form.
His ability,
to build a deck, right? So then you can say, maybe you need to bring in some other cards from your other stuff to flesh it out, but you'll have a playable deck by buying that specific deck. But then then you can buy the packs if you want to,
and customize
if you want to customize it, but you don't necessarily want to just buy. If you buy all 5 themes, does that give you all the cards? But it's all going to give you a standard a standard version of the card, right? Like if you buy the Donatello pack, you're not necessarily worried about rarity or whatever. You're wanting that deck to be able to play. Or if you're worried about getting a more rare card like the holofoil or the whatever, which again is going to be the same card, right? Like whether it's a Donatello common or a Donatello 101, the card itself is the same, right? There's no,
Correct.
it's not like it's a better card. It's just
It just looks different.
Quality card. It's a quality of the card, not the card itself in play.
Yeah, there's a bit of a show off aspect to it for sure.
Yeah.
And Jack can appreciate this going back to Comic-Con 2013. There was the very first Magic set that came out. They don't do Magic anymore at Comic-Con, but they were like 6 years. There was a pack of Magic cards that were super rare, hard to find, expensive, but that was just because of how it looked and the rarity of it. They made that same card in a cheaper version, a regular version. And the cards did the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, do you want the fancy version? For example, do you guys remember that picture that I sent Jack of the card that had the different art styles of the turtles? So that card by itself, a regular version, is like a $5 card. No big deal, right? There's another version of that is borderless, so the art extends the whole way, and there's not a whole lot of stuff in the way of the picture. It's still blocked, but that borderless version is a $50 card. It does the exact same thing. It's not even foil. It's just the different art style, and it's worth $45 more because of it. And then there's probably a different alternate art version that's like $80 worth. So the cards themselves, but to your example, Donatello's theme is basically artifacts, because he's supposed to be the mechanic and all that stuff. So artifacts and all the creatures and the robots, stuff like that, that's him. So you could buy the robot pack, basically the Donatello pack. You'll get Donatello and some other rares and uncommons to flesh out the deck. But there are better cards that are for that deck than what they give you in that set. But that's just a starter to get you going. But and you don't get 4 of everything. You get like, I got 1 Donatello or 2, but I really want to play with up to 4. Then that's when you go to your local game store, like you said, go to your game shop, and you can buy the cards individually. Like, I want this specific card, and you just go buy it. Or you can just buy some packs and open up whatever randomness you get, and it's like, this card would be good for my deck, and then swap it in and out for other less powerful cards. So yeah.
So like in Jack's from like Jack's perspective, he would be buying it purely for like collectible aspect, right? He doesn't have any intention on playing the game. He's buying it because it's a TMNT thing, and he's into all things. And again, I'm putting words in your mouth.
Yeah.
Jack, but he would be buying it just for the display factor, right? Like maybe he frames them, maybe he has them just in a book on the coffee table that somebody can sit down and go through and go, oh my gosh, these are super cool. In those cases, what is the best avenue for him to kind of get what he's looking for? Is it like a combination of buying the decks and some random packs to just kind of see?
I would go straight to random packs. There's no way I would buy decks for that, because the decks are designed to play, so you're going to get multiples of the same card in the decks. So avoid that. But if you went and bought a bunch of random packs,
that white mana shit.
Yeah, basically. But if you go in and buy random packs, and it's like, I bought 5 packs, you're likely going to get 5 different rares, 15 different uncommons. Some commons might overlap because they're common, but there's going to be a more variety that he's going to get for those 5 packs. And then you slowly keep doing that, and there's 190 cards in the set. And as you get closer to the end, then you start getting repeats, and it's hard to get specifics. Then you go buy the individual cards to flesh out the singles to flesh out your set. If you, like me, when I first started, I did do that, sort of. I bought enough packs because I was actually playing the game that I basically got sets of the cards by randomly buying my packs, and it just happened to be that way because I was buying enough of them. And I used to have I would have a set that I would collect, and then a set to play. So I'd have 5, because you can't play more than 4 of any one card for the most part. So I'd have 5 of everything by the time all was said and done. 1 set put away, and then 1 set that I could build decks, and I would always have 4 of whatever I needed, so I could build whatever deck I wanted. But Jack, but in Jack's situation, I don't even think it would be that. I think Jack, again, I'm guessing Jack, so you can tell me how good I'm guessing. He would look at the cards that he wanted, see how, like art wise, and he would do this based off the art. Who cares what the card does? He can play the game. This
Right.
art is badass. I want the art for these cards, whether it be the cards themselves or something I did. The art that he liked for those 4 turtles, I went and looked up the artist, and that artist has a spot to sell the pictures, but not consistently. Like once or twice a year, they put up their art, and I was like, oh. So I added myself to the list. So if it comes up, then I know I got them covered for
the mailing list that he'll say,
Yeah.
"Hey, Wednesday
Hey.
at 6:00,
Hey, the store's
We're
open.
selling-
I'll be dropping my commissions."
yeah,
list.
that type of thing. So,
again,
so there's a
also,
couple
like,
options for Jack. It would like for that, it would be go get it's like, hey Lou, because obviously I'm playing. So it'll be, hey Lou, can you get me this card, this card, this card? A list of 30 cards. So when I go play, I can trade with people. And like, okay, cool. I have these cards, and if there's some like, ooh, I'd rather have a print of something, then because it's not always at their website. Yeah, there's for example, God, I want to say early May, first weekend in May, I think, is a big Magic tournament in Vegas. So a lot of times there are vendors there, artists there, who will sell their prints and stuff like that. So if one of them, and some of them I'm not going, but some of my friends here in Boulder are going. So it's like if there's an artist that we know is going to be there and they drew one of the prints that Jack likes, then I could reach out to my fellows and say, hey, can you check this artist's booth to see if he has a print of this card from the turtle set, and then do it that way. So there's
or waiting until Comic-Con. Like where there's
that's the other option, right? There's a lot of Magic artists. Matter of fact, not even just San Diego. We met some Denver Comic-Con people, and they were Magic artists. So that could be a case too. So I'll be keeping an eye out, but I'll give Jack a chance to go look through all the art, and then hey, send me a list of the ones you really like, and then if I find an artist who has that available, then I can pick it up.
And maybe I'm thinking of another card series, but don't they occasionally put out like a coffee table book with the art? So like
Magic has done that in the past. I haven't seen it in forever though.
Okay.
I see that more
like old
Marvel, DC comic. I see that more with comics art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Magic, did you see? I have one. I have one of those books. So
yeah. So,
but it's been a while. Like I said, it's been over a decade since Magic put one of those out. But yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, Jack, you have homework.
Right.
And then the online, I'm guessing, is the same thing, but it's all digital. So like they'll release packs in the app or whatever, and then they'll have the decks that you can purchase, but that's all in your app. That's all in the Magic app.
Correct, and a shit ton cheaper. Let me give an example. When I if I go to buy a paper pack, a random pack of 14 cards, that's like $7 or $8 for the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on digital, it's a little bit different. I told you the whole it's 14 cards, and digital it's 6. Still guaranteed a rare, still two uncommons, blah blah blah. Except it's only $1 a pack.
Oh wow!
So now you know why.
But you're not buying. You're more likely to buy the packs online to play them, as opposed to just collect them.
Correct.
Right? Because that's the difference there, right?
Yeah.
But you can still trade them, right?
No, the card digital ones is like if you're like the whole there's things called wildcards. If you open up 6 packs, you get a wild card. Then you can use the wild card to get any card you want, quote unquote, buy any card you want online. So as you buy packs and play games and earn and win prizes and stuff, you use that to get your wild card. So you could actually jump into, if you're super patient, you could jump into this game for free. Never spend money on it because you're slowly grinding, because every day you can earn like 1,500 coin, and you can use the coin to buy packs and so on and so forth. So the pack is 1,000 coin or $1. If you want to buy gems, you can pay real money if you want. Turn your $100 into 20,000 gems, and then use those 20,000 gems to buy 100 packs. You could do that if you wanted to. But so the cheap folks, you could actually just grind every day, get your 1,500 coins every day, sometimes a little more here and there. And then just slowly over the course of a year or so, build up a decent collection where you can compete and play competitively if you really wanted to. But obviously $8 versus $1, I'm playing online.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing with tournaments. Like they have tournaments that they do online that's similar to which, like this weekend, the whole Turtles thing. The pre-release tournaments was yesterday and today, and then they officially come out next Friday. I could have went to my local store twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday, and dropped $50 and played one of those pre-release tournaments. Well, if I wait till Tuesday and do it digitally, it's $10. So it's kind of hard for me to justify going to drop $50 when I can drop.
So what I'm
10.
getting from this is there's a company that has a physical and digital platform, and they actually understand that the digital is cheaper.
Yeah, craziness. Who would do that?
But I think that's also the entrance. Like that's your entrance fee, right? Because you're more likely to get somebody like a Jack or a me or whatever to buy in on it if you're like a big proponent of the digital one to show up. If we're hanging out at Comic-Con, we're hanging out at Celebration or whatever, and there's some sort of big event happening that just coincides with that, right? Like they do a big start, let's say for next year, for the the 50th, they do like a Magic / Star Wars crossover, right? And it happens to premiere at Celebration.
You're
gonna be like, hey guys, like here you could do this for $1. You can buy all the packs, get everything on digital, and then at that point, I am going to go, oh, but you're restricted to being in the app for all this, right? Like I can't share the cards just in my room or do whatever. So then I'm also there's also a higher likelihood of me buying the packs physically to have a physical version of the card to display, as opposed to just going, I'm just going to buy the copies to display. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like then you get into the ecosystem. Right. Now you're playing, and there you go.
It's funny you say that, because with the paper cards, our group, like especially years ago, I used to travel to play these big tournaments in Omaha, Oklahoma City, Albuquerque, whatever. Even San Diego Comic-Con, because the hotel a couple doors down, they do it. As a matter of fact, I did it this last Comic-Con because I didn't have a Saturday badge. It was with me and an old girl, and she had stuff she wanted to see, and I didn't. So I said, "You take the badge, go watch the shows. I'm gonna go play Magic," and I did. I went next door to the hotel, and I jumped into some Magic tournaments on paper when I was there. But back to when I was traveling, we would take a lot of us. We would buy a box, and there's a format in the game called drafting, where each player gets 3 packs, and then you open a pack, take one card out of it, and then pass the pack around the circle. And you build a deck that way. We would do that. We would go to an event's done for the day, we're still up, want something to do. We would take the box we open, play in paper, open up a pack, and do the draft thing around to build our decks.
And then you get to keep those cards because that's your contribution to that box, right? The box the box is $150. Everybody puts in $10.
Yeah, exactly. And that situation, it was like $120 box. Everybody put in $15. 8 of us did it, and then you keep the card you drafted, and then we go from there. But that I don't know, that interaction, the camaraderie, all that, you still get something to do, and it is better in paper to do something like that. Yeah. And let's think about it. For $15, it's like 4 hours, 5 hours entertainment. It's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
And you're getting product out of it as well, right? You are getting something out of that. For that. It's not just the time, the fun that you're having. So that happens. Now, to your joke about 50th next year and Magic crossovers, it's funny because Magic has been doing these crossovers for the last couple of years. They did Lord of the Rings, Final Fantasy, Spider-Man. There's probably one other one that I'm Fallout. It's probably another. That was recent.
Avatar.
So Avatar Last Airbender was this year or late last year. TMNT is in 2 days. The rest of the year, there are 3 more crossover. They're called Universes Beyond, so beyond the Magic universe. The next one, I believe, is Marvel. Instead of just Spider-Man, it's Marvel in general. The Hobbit. And then the final one, Star Trek.
Wow.
So, yeah. So we got 4 Universes Beyonds this year. And who knows? We don't know what's coming for 27. They haven't announced it yet. But I would not be surprised, with everything going on with Magic trying to make as much money as possible, that they do a crossover. Now, the downside of that is I think Star Wars had its own card game.
Not anymore.
They've had a couple different
Oh.
companies and stuff.
There's
I thought a new one
Destiny.
came out.
What's the other one called? There's
Yeah,
Destiny, which was the Dyson card one. They have a. Let me see.
And that was 2 years ago at Comic-Con. What was I don't remember, because 2 years ago they were trying to explain to everybody, and you got this expensive ass card if you played, but the wait list was forever.
Star Wars Unlimited is the one that's out right now.
Yes, that's the one that's out. Yeah, that's what I remember seeing those packs in the store. So because of that, I can't imagine them, competing against themselves.
Yeah.
Granted, money's money, man. If they think they can make some bucks off of that, I think.
Well,
I mean,
and that's how it always starts, right? It's always like, oh, Marvel or Disney, or like all they got to do is get their foot in the door, and then they can go, hey, look at how much money you made off of the Marvel crossover, right?
Imagine what you can do with Star Wars.
Look at how many people online are talking about it, right? Like,
I mean, let's be real. It worked for Disney with Roosevelt. They're like, oh, we'll try a few. Now they want to fucking monopolize it. They want to basically kick Roosevelt out of their own product, it seems. So the Universe Beyond thing, people, it's hit or miss. Some people want to stick within Magic universe lore and just be done with that. And some people like, because you get the obvious question, right? What are the turtles doing in freaking Magic World? That type of stuff. And it's like, I get it.
They got teleported
but it's
there.
Fun. But it's fun.
Shit, they got portals. They've been to Dimension X, time travel.
Well, and I think
that's probably how they could explain it too.
There's the aspect too of like every creative endeavor eventually has an end life, right? Like there is a, you can keep creating Magic cards, right? Like if you're like, nope, we're protecting our IP, right? We're only going to do, like, eventually at some point that slows down. That becomes less interesting, especially if you want to bring in new people. How do you bring in new people? You go, hey, this guy over here in Vegas really likes TMNT. Let's do a fucking crossover. And guess what? Now he's in the fucking Magic ecosystem. Hey,
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Marvel
Belugi crossover.
Marvel has made $1.5 billion in the last 5 years. Think about how much money we could get from those people going to that by just having a solid, because they already have a solid structure to how their play works. So they could just label cards and give them different abilities that they already probably have in a Rolodex, right? Yeah. They could spin the Rolodex and be like, oh, okay.
I mean, there's a finite number of things you can have a Magic card do, right?
Yeah.
Grand scheme of things.
Sort of, because that's where I was going to go with. They just come up with new mechanics, and now you have a whole new list of shit you can combine. Magic's been around since 1993. I started playing the end of 93, so I stopped for about 7 years once, and for 4 or 5 years once. But other than that, it's been around. Because when I came back in 2009, and Magic was still around, because how I got back into, I jumped out of Magic from 2000 to 2009. When I came to Boulder, I was playing on the Xbox, and some Magic game showed up on the Xbox available to purchase. I was like, this game is still around? Because at that point, for me, it had been 16 years, and I'm not expecting a card game to last that long. But I played it online, got hooked again, started playing paper again, and I played for a decade until I dropped out of it in 2019 again, and then got back into it last September when I needed something to do.
Why?
Coincidentally, you had a lot more free time starting in September. And...
I did. It was wild. But that's the thing, right? Like even with it is, dude. But even like you're saying, Jack, the TMNT, they created new mechanics for that will now be applied to other. Like when they come up with another set, they can use some of the mechanics that came out here with TMNT, and then now they got another 5 years worth of cards they can make until they come up with new mechanics, and they just keep going and going.
Because they're still releasing Magic universe cards, right? Like,
yes.
Like the sets are being released independent of the Beyond universe.
Yeah, it's still your basic 3 or 4 sets a year of in-universe stuff. And then now, this year is the worst year ever. Worst by, like, if I was still collecting paper cards, I would be mad because I buy a lot of paper cards when I buy them. And they usually have 4 sets a year. This year, there are 7 sets, which is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Let me give you an example. Avatar came out like November, December, whatever. I can't remember what it was. November, December. Lorwyn, the in-universe set, came out in like early January. Here we are now, early March, 8 weeks later, and we've got TMNT. And because of the way the sets are going, I believe in 3 more months, the next set comes out. And then 2 months after that, and then 2 months after that. It's like, God, slow down.
And are they always the same amount? Is it always like the turtles there's 190? Is it always 190 each set?
No, the in-universe sets are usually bigger. Like the Spider-Man set I was telling you about was also the same size. This 190, 192, something like that. It was a smaller set. 180, no, it was 188. 188 was Spider-Man. Lorwyn, the set that in-universe set that just came out, I believe it was like 294 or something like that, maybe low threes, but high twos. And then now we're back down to TMNT, which is 190. Then when we get to the next set, which is Strixhaven, I think we're back up to like 324.
So does that number, so again, Magic is kind of the structure of Magic, right? Has been the same with the pools and that type of thing. So does that 290 or 190, does that include the cards that don't change, right? Because you still have the same pools that you pull from, or the land, the water.
Does not include the land. That does not include the land.
Okay, so these are like just
The basic
290
land
cards
does not include
that are
the 5
not,
basic land.
that are not build cards, right? These are cards that are that are not. Sorry, I'm trying to see how. So those types. What are those
Character
cards
and
called?
action cards.
The 190, the 290, again, those are not your basic lands, but those are your basic cards that you can play with in the game. There's 190, like for TMNT, there's 190 unique cards between the various rarities. There's like 21 mythic rares, 50, I'm making this up, I don't know what it is, like 50 regular rares, 61 uncommons, and like 80 commons, whatever the math is on that. So there's something like, I looked it up once and then I was like, I don't care. So you open a pack and that's you get a chance of those rarities. But you could play if some of the cards are designed for draft, they're designed for sealed, which means they're designed for you open randomly, build something and play to make it as even as possible. Other cards are designed for multiplayer games. So you open them, not really going to do any good for you, but they're going to be good for somebody who wants to play multiplayer. And then other cards are designed for the constructed, which is you build your own deck. I want to build this Donatello deck. I need 4 Donatellos. I need 4 of this. I need 4 of that, 3 of this, 2 of this. And then you build yourself. They try to put a little bit of everything in there. But it's mostly for the sealed and draft, the random rarities, the random stuff that you're not going to play. To give you an example, in the Spider-Man set, 188 cards, it could be argued that only 10 of those cards are being played in constructed, like as in you build your own deck. So out of 188 cards, 10 of them are playable, and you want to build, if that's what you like. And if that's what you do like, you're just going to go and buy those individual cards. You're not going to open a bunch of random, like, why would I do that and risk, I might get the card I want. Or just go spend $100 and buy all the cards you want and call it a day.
Is that 5% number? Is that usual? Like for the deck, for when another series comes out?
No, it's usually a higher number. It's usually a higher number. The the Spider-Man set was not well received.
Okay.
So
and was that more of a mechanics, like the cards, the mechanics of the cards didn't lend themselves to being, or was it more a rejection of the Spider-Man brand?
Oh, no, it's the cards. Yeah. People love the idea of, a lot of people love, again, there's your purists out there, the Malfoys, who really just want in-universe stuff. But then there's the group who's okay with it, and they were super excited about it, myself included. I really was not on board with Magic again until San Diego last year. Last year being, where are we on 26 now? So last July, when I saw they had a space themed set coming out called Edge of Eternities, and then old girl and I went to one of the events, and it was a Magic the Gathering Spider-Man event, and then they showed the cards. I was like, this is kind of badass. I like this. But when all was said and done, the cards weren't that good mechanically speaking to put in decks you have or to build a deck around. There's really not one card, maybe one card that you could build a deck around. Everything else was just filler for other decks you had already built. And like I said, there's maybe 10. If I can think about the decks that I have 70 decks built online right now. And of those 70, I'm probably playing 4 Spider-Man cards throughout all 70, 4 unique Spider-Man cards. And one of them I just kind of throw in a lot of different decks. The land, I'm not even counting the land. There's a land that everybody plays, so that one's good. But actual card, not land, there's probably 4 cards, 5 cards that'll pop up. So it just wasn't a good set, mechanically speaking. Lorwyn, the in-universe set, that one was good. People are playing a lot of those cards, did really well. From what I saw from the pre-release this last week, TMNT, a lot of good cards. There's going to be a lot of good cards being played. So that's a good sign, way better than the Spider-Man set. So we'll find out what really happens.
Well, I guess that answers my question then, because I was going to say, can you use these in your regular deck? Can I get my dog meat, my Raphael, my Miles Morales, and we go hang out with fucking regular Magic dudes?
Yep. They're all legal in the same set, same format. So it depends on what format you play. Standard is what I play. Standard means all the sets that have come out in the last 3 years or so, and then 4 sets will rotate every January. Starting now, it was November last year, but the next, every card that I'm getting, I can play with, and then come January of next year, 4 sets are going to knock off, and you have to start over with the new sets. They try to keep it fresh that way. And if you those cards you can still play, but you can't play them in Standard. There's another format you play. You play them in Pioneer, you play them in Modern, you play them in. There's different formats, so the people who are new don't get their ass beat by the people who have all the older good cards. They want to keep it fair as possible. So yeah, but yeah, they're all I'll be able to play my if I wanted to make a deck with all Beyond, I could play all the shit that we talked about. I could play Star Trek. By the end of the year, I could play my Star Trek with my Hobbit, with my Lord of the Rings, with my Marvel, with my Spider-Man, with my TMNT, with my Avatar, with my Final Fantasy, and all those. I could use only those cards exclusively and build a deck, and it would be Magic legal. If I wanted to go to a tournament in Vegas, I could use those cards and legally play the game.
Because it's not about the card, it's about the mechanics on the card, and if those mechanics are legal or not. So there are cards that you can't play because the mechanics have been invalid potentially, right? That have been there are cards that you can own that you can't use the card in a tournament because those mechanics have been invalidated either by rules updating or you know what I'm saying? There's somewhat. A reason.
So those are called restricted cards. And that's a little bit different, but the rotation is based off of which sets are allowed, more so than the mechanic is allowed. There's been some cards too powerful, and they'll say there was a ban list that came out. I want to say November, and 5 cards were banned because they were too powerful. Meaning everybody's playing this. It's no fun for anybody else because everybody's playing the same damn deck, and they don't want that. Magic doesn't want that, so they'll ban a card because of that. Well, they banned 5 in November because. Different formats. 3 of them were banned, I believe, in Standard, the format I play, and then 2 were banned in different formats that I don't play. But they'll do that, and they keep an eye on it. And ever since that ban, they consider it healthy. They consider it a healthy environment. If you have there are 10 top decks in Standard right now, and that's a healthy environment because A beats B, beats C, beats D. So there's a nice rotation going on. But last year, before the ban, when they had these big tournaments. This one deck that had these same 3 cards in it, or 2 cards in it, would have about 60 to 70% of the people playing this one deck. And when they cut to the top 8 for elimination, 7 of the 8 decks were the same deck. It was that's not a healthy environment. And they did something about it. So.
I think that's also probably the difference between the digital versus, because going back to the cost and stuff like that, right? I'm sure the statistics that they pull from the card tournaments, the in-person card tournaments, give them a good insight, but then they can also lean on the digital statistics that they could pull a ton more out of because stuff is happening so much more frequently online that they probably get a way better picture of
for sure
how things are playing, right? And so you might have a paper in-person tournament, 15 or 20 times a year that maybe they're paying attention to. It's probably more than that, but I'm just throwing that number out there. But you might have 20,000 digital tournaments that you can pull that same type of information out of to give you an idea about things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to your point, that 20,000 number is per day. There's that many tournaments per day digitally. Yeah. Obviously, it's worldwide, and you can jump into if I wanted to play right now, I could jump into a standard tournament. It's I want to say 4-round tournament that I could do. And these digital games obviously are a lot faster than paper because there's no physical shuffling and all that crap. So I could get through a 4-round tournament in half an hour. And I'm just one person. So imagine if one person does that and grinds all day, and you've got however many hundreds of thousands of people that play the game. So they're getting those statistics. That 20,000 is probably a low number on a daily basis to understand what is happening. And that's what they use. They actually, when they announced that this card is banned, here's why, they gave us the numbers of here's what's showing up. And in paper, same thing. All the people who do the big tournaments on paper, they report those. They have to report those because it's all digital. All the inputting, if you go to a tournament, everything is done digitally. You have an app on your phone to submit the results of everything. And then that has to get uploaded to the Wizards client. And just like that, Wizards gets all the information of what decks did well, what decks did not, what card. Like you'll get numbers of this card is the most played card in this tournament. You get stuff. They're pretty good about it. So their data farming is ridiculous, man. So, and that was one of those. Like I said, I just jumped in September. So that card that got banned in November, I had to play against it for 2 months before they finally banned it, and I was getting my ass handed to me because I didn't have the cards. I was too new to either be that deck or come up with something to beat that deck. So I played a lot of draft of the whole open a pack, take a card, pass it around. I did that more than constructed for that first 2 months because I just couldn't compete. Now I can. Now I have enough cards where I can actually.
And those drafts are actually helping you build out your tournament decks, right? So
yes, because I get to keep those cards that I open.
Yeah.
So there's been a couple of times where there's a thing called rare drafting where you need the whole take one, pass it. A lot of people will take the card that's best for their deck. I'm taking rares. I don't care if my deck loses because I'm getting my value on just opening. If I paid basically $3.50 for this tournament, but I opened, this happened several times, and I opened 8 or 9 rares, as in took 8 or 9 rares, opened the 3 or 4 for myself, and the people who passed their packs to me, I took their rares out as well. I got 9 or so rares out of, one tournament. Well, 9 rares is usually 9 packs, right? You get 1 rare per pack. Mm-hmm. Well, that's $9. Well, I paid $3.50 to jump in the tournament. I could lose all my games. I don't care, right? I already won by getting 6 extra rares that I wouldn't have had. So I did a lot of that recently, and I'll do it again with the turtles. I'll do a lot of drafts, and I will do a lot of take the rares. I don't care if I win. Once I get all the rares I want, then I will start passing rares, and I won't care anymore because you can't have more than 4 anyway, right? So if I have 4 of something, what do I care if the 5th one opens up? That's not good for my deck. This better card over here, which is common, is good for my deck. So I'll take the common, but not until I flush out my standard cards. Once I got my set level. Yeah, once I got my 190 cards times 4, because I will have 4 of every card. My OCD can't have it any other way. Especially since it's so cheap to do. Again, doing this on paper would cost me about $600-700 to do all 4 cards, 4 of everything on paper, opening 3 boxes, opening 3 boxes, I'm still not going to get 4 of everything. I might only have 1 rare of a certain card. I'll have to go and buy singles. But doing it on paper, or do it on digital rather, it'll probably cost me about $100 total for everything out for. Plus, I get the added bonus of playing. Right, I get the pleasure of playing versus just buying boxes and opening for nothing. I'll get all that done, and it won't cost me more than max $150 max. Last time I did this, it cost me like $75. to get when all was said and done by playing, because you get prizes too. If I do the draft, if I win, I get prizes, more packs. So it's like, man, I could do really well and end up getting 15 rares off of one draft because the packs that I win and the coins that I win, all that. So when that happened last time, I paid about $75 to get everything I wanted, and there's no way you can do that in paper. Not possible.
No.
So it's fun, passes the time. I enjoy it. And I'm not dumping a shit ton of money into doing it. Basically what I'm doing is if I sell something on eBay, I use that money to dump into the Magic. That way I'm not taking from my quote unquote bills, the unemployment and stuff like that pays my bills. I have to basically earn it, I have to earn the right to play and stuff like that. And I do it by selling the eBay stuff to help out. So yeah, it's fun.
Irresponsible of you, Lou.
As best as I can be, anyway, in current circumstances, because that eBay money could go to pay bills. Let's be real. But you know what? But I tell you what. But the therapist said you have to do stuff for yourself as well. So it's not, or you start getting to the idea of what's the point, which is what I had a long time ago. Not even last, like years ago. So now it's like every once in a while, it's like you got to be able to. It's like, oh, I could put this $100 towards groceries or whatever. I'm like, no. Let me use this $100 from the eBay sale. Buy this. Sometimes I do that by going to a buffet. There's a Japanese buffet that I like going to, or the Asian one that has them on Goligan Station. So or the Italian one, which is I don't go to often, but it's like sometimes you got to be able to okay, I earn this. Go have some fun. Or you get locked into that whole depressed mode, and you're not doing anything other than I'm living to die type of thing instead of living to do anything. So but yeah, I've enjoyed it. I mean, I'm kind of glad I jumped into it digitally. I did try to do digital paper when I jumped in September. Did realize the cost, and then did the comparison and was like, why would I ever play paper again? Unless I go to a physical tournament, and if that like a physical paper like Vegas is a physical tournament, I would buy the individual. I would build a deck digitally and then go buy the individual cards, and I would still be cheaper than trying to buy what I used to do with buying all the packs and everything. So if I were to decide to do that, that's what I would do.
The nice thing is if you built your deck digitally, you could actually vet it out too as well.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot. Some of the YouTube videos I watch, there's teams. They're sponsored the whole thing. They make tons of money, and they do that. Like 12 of them will get together digitally and build the decks and test them against each other and all the top decks. They play, I need to build this and counter this. And, we can't, this card sucks against this group. This card sucks against that game. So all there's 4 pro tours a year. It's like a $50,000, $100,000 tournament. And yeah, the pros do that. They have a, what's it called? The team house, I guess that's what it's called. And they all rent like a house or whatever. And they just spend a week play testing digitally and whatnot with themselves and against other people online, and then when it's time, they'll pull the cards paper and then go play them in paper when it go to the tournament, because they do have arenas, the Magic online. They do have online tournaments, big tournaments, but most of it, the big tournaments are still paper. Eventually, I'll get there. One of these days, I'll actually make an attempt, because I'm still half-assed in it. Like, I still build decks for my fun versus trying to be a top deck in the meta. It's like, this meta deck is great. I will refuse to play it on principle to matter. So I will build a deck to go against that deck. I won't build that deck. That
sounds exactly like you, Lou.
Contrary as hell, right? Hey, I did pretty good. I made a top 8 on paper doing that back towards the end of when I started playing 2019. There was a thing called a Pro Tour qualifier, and top 8, you have to win it. You can't even just get top 8. Top 8 and a lot of other things you win abilities. This one you had to win the whole thing, and I won the whole thing building a deck that was anti what everybody else was doing. It was great.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
take down the man.
Soon, give it within the next 5 years, and Lou will be sitting here in his Magic the Gathering jersey, sponsored by
Channel Fireball over here, and Ultra Pro, Vanguard, whoever the hell it is. That would be some shit. We come back to season 3, episode 1 is like, ain't this some shit?
Yeah, the first Magic episode, Lou's journey began here.
Right? Don't worry, I'll give y'all an exclusive on this channel. It'll be fine.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
By that point, Jack will actually have it figured out that we can have the broadcast within the broadcast. You can actually be playing in a tournament while we're watching you play in the tournament.
Yeah, that's a good point. 5 years? That's realistic.
Yeah.
Well, although it's more realistic that in 5 years, Jack will figure out the soundboard and how to integrate it properly.
That's true, too.
He might actually have that Steam Deck that I bought him set up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Oh, my God.
I think that's my favorite part of the pod is when somebody makes a joke and you see Jack like lean over and go,
Hold on.
It's like, what was that for?
He still has to
Remember
think
5
about
minutes
it and
ago?
Right.
We'll have to get Michael Winslow on our podcast.
Oh.
He'll cover it for us.
Hang
For those
on,
who don't
Mike.
know, he was from Police Academy and Spaceballs.
For the
Michael
kids.
Winslow. Yeah, for the kids
Kids.
watching. He was the black guy, did all the voices and made noise with his mouth and other parts of his body.
Let's see. I mean, we can do a quick to wrap up the season. Or wrap up season 2. We can do our season 2 review if you want, real quick.
Do we have a season 2 review?
Well, we have all this. We can talk about the numbers. We can talk about.
Okay.
We can talk about-
The first thing. Girl, after our Chinese New Year thing, she is a fire snake,
Oh.
that
and
sounds-
apparently compatible with a wood rabbit. 8 out of 10.
There you go.
I believe that.
Just
The other
tell me.
20%, I want to strangle her. So that makes sense. To be fair, she'd want to strangle me too. So, although I think it's more than 20%, but I know how I am.
It's about 3/5 of the time.
Oh, this guy.
All right.
Hey, Black History Month's over. You can say that.
Let's
right.
see. Wait, why are we not narrowing down to?
It's like, you got
Hold on.
numbers?
Yeah, I got some
Man, it's
numbers.
hot.
Custom.
Oh, I'm like, why is it hot in here? I forgot I had the oven on earlier, and then the crock pot. I made chili.
Let's see.
Spring is coming. 3 weeks away.
So from March 2nd, 2025 to March 1st, 2026.
Okay. 14 views.
It doesn't seem to be update. Well, it doesn't seem to be like, it's weird because it like the statistics at the top seem to update, but like that's it. Like there's no give me 1 second. Let me podcast overview. Custom. So our biggest month was January 2026. We had 173 views.
Dang.
We had 749 downloads from March 2nd, 2025 to March 1st, 2026.
So a download is different than a watch, right? Somebody actually
No, I
downloaded
think
it?
it's the same.
Oh,
Jack,
okay.
Can you clarify for me as far as how Buzzsprout
It's the
marks
same.
that?
Yeah, it's the same.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't do an up. It just does all time for top episodes. Our top episodes are still the top episode is still our first episode with 45 views. Second most popular one is Train Derailed at the Station. I'm guessing that was one of our Japanese ones.
Something.
That's got
Or the one that
26
had,
views.
or the one that had Star Wars trivia.
Maybe. Nostalgic Flicks and Bumpin' Uglies was third with 25. I think Vagina Dentata has dropped. I think that was much higher last year. So people have found others. That's at 23. And then Cinema Chaos and Dispatcher Diaries is number 5. There we go. Dispatcher Diaries.
Yeah.
Our number one app is still the web browser. We get over 40% of our people listening to us through the web.
Versus what? Like a phone?
Like podcast apps.
But that's on the web. That's on internet computer web as well, right?
Well, I think the web browser is not like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts.
Like they can go to on Buzzsprout and watch us on there.
But YouTube. What about YouTube? YouTube is website, right?
Yeah, YouTube
but
would be a website.
Yeah,
but YouTube,
but there is a YouTube.
Know, I don't think they can tell the difference between somebody watching it on one of because Jack this pushes it out to all the different podcast providers, right? So it might be YouTube or it might be something else that Buzzsprout has a contract with that you're on watching it through the website.
Okay.
Our number one device is still the Apple iPhone with over 55%. Windows computer is second. Mobile is our most popular way with 62%. Locations, all episodes. We have almost 900 downloads total over the last 2 years from North America. So we're almost at 1,000 views. And I mean, we're only 101 views away from North America being 1,000 views. That's pretty cool. Like, I don't know. 10 downloads from South America, 95 downloads from Europe. So we're almost at 100.
America.
We almost have 100 views in Europe, or 100 downloads. 71 in Asia, 4 in Africa. We got people in Africa fucking listening to us. Right. What the fuck, guys?
Man.
And then Oceania, which
and I was told Africans couldn't figure out how to get ID to vote. Wow, that's crazy.
Then Oceania is 22 downloads. So Oceania being, I think, like the Philippines and Australia and that part of the world.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah. The number one city is Las Vegas with 21%, followed by Los Angeles with 15%.
Jack and his brother watching us.
Yep.
North Bergen, New Jersey has 9%. Somebody has listened to us 92 times in North Bergen, New Jersey.
I would have lost that bet.
Right.
Number 4 is Dallas, Texas with 8%, which makes sense because of Lou.
That tracks.
Phoenix, Arizona has 4%. Ashburn, Virginia, I'm going to say wherever the fuck Ashbrook, Virginia is. If you're listening and you're in Ashburn, message us and let us know where you're at.
Yeah, for real.
Fremont, California. I'm guessing that's also probably Milt.
Fremont, California. Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that up north though? I don't know Fremont? That, but I thought Fremont was up north.
No, I think it's
Yakko at? He needs to sing the America song.
Yeah. Portland, Oregon.
Let me go Google this.
We have 13 views from Sydney, New South Wales in Australia. And then we have 13 views from Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Yeah.
Somebody in Iowa is fucking listening.
Fremont is almost exactly between San Francisco and San Jose.
Huh. Guys, you got to shout us out. You got to let us know where you're coming from and how you found us and stuff. We want to know this stuff.
I am definitely curious.
What other
Virginia?
Countries? We have Paris. Paris is represented.
Wait, Denver didn't make the list? Oh, girl, slacking.
Hang on, I'm looking for Colorado. Colorado is all the way down at the bottom.
Well, it's only one person, so
yeah. Oh my gosh, guys, like this kind of wild house. It's kind of wild. I still have a hard time wrapping my head around somebody who lives in Sussex Inlet in New South Wales has listened to our podcast 4 times.
Yeah, that's okay. I wonder if I mentioned
Mr. Worldwide.
Adelaide, South Australia. Somebody's listened to us 3 times.
I wonder if I mentioned
Singapore,
soccer once.
Like
that got our Wales person.
Like they were looking up soccer podcasts or something, or hockey.
Right, and I mentioned Chelsea or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or I mentioned our Norwegian cruise to go around the UK, and boom.
But it's kind of wild to see some of these names that you don't even like. There's one Arendal, so Arendal. Arendelle.
Exactly.
They obviously were like, oh, these guys like House of the Dragon. And then it's AGDER, so Adger. I have no fucking idea where that is. I'm sorry. Like, but it's cool that somebody listened to us 4 times from there. Like,
right?
Gastonia, North Carolina. What up? Yeah.
All these conservative countries, you're welcome.
But
I set the algorithm on that. I'll own it. I see you, Dallas.
But yeah, our biggest month was January 2026 with 173 views. We have been trending up. Like if you look at the all time, like it definitely, I think between September 2025 and January 2026, we were definitely trending up as far as views go. We've kind of tailed off a little bit in February and March, but I think we haven't been as consistent over those couple.
Also true, yeah. Between some days off and just quiet time, not a whole lot going on.
But yeah, if you look at where our views were in March of 2024 compared to January 2026, I mean March 2024 we had 38, and then in January we had 173. So we're definitely, as far as like people listening, they're definitely trending in the right direction. Like, so
we just got to talk more politics. That'll get more eyeballs on us.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right, so I don't see it on the website, but the Buzzsprout app says we've been podcasting for 2 years, obviously. And last year we created, hold on, nice and slow, but it's this cute little video here.
47 episodes.
You created a lot of new content.
No numbers? Wow.
4,198 minutes in 2025.
Wow.
Episodes published. You kept publishing. 46 episodes.
I was so close. I said 47.
Kept showing up.
Consistency. That's what's gonna get us
12 out of 12 months in 2025.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great job.
525,600 minutes.
Wait,
your voice
Lou,
was
for a year.
Lou, are you telling people that if they listen to us,
our
they'll
voice
get
was heard all over the world, 41 countries. What? We were heard in 41 countries last year.
Wow.
The United States was obviously the most popular. We reached more cities than ever. 162 cities listened to us.
Dang.
Las Vegas.
Not bad for only 46 episodes.
Right. Mm-hmm. Podcast downloads. Your audience also showed up.
Well,
581 downloads in 2025. One episode really stood out. Nostalgic Flicks and Bumpin' Uglies, 24 downloads.
Oh, okay. So the highest rated last year, I guess?
36% growth this year with 581 downloads.
Yes, we did.
Just saying. We'll be monetized.
You hear that, Wizards? Channel Fireball? Help you pick my magic?
What other words can we use for...
Right? Some buzzwords throw out there.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. 4,198 minutes that we published. 41 countries.
41 countries, dude. That's ridiculous. For us fucking around, 41 countries, that's fantastically ridiculous. I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that.
What I'm hearing is life goal that we're going to go visit all the countries that have listened to us.
We're going to get some shirts made up and just walk down the street, and like some random fucking crackhead's going to run up to us.
and Lou's gonna punch him.
We'll search out the crackhead. Yo, 41 countries, other 40, not U.S. Hit us up. We'll come visit.
Yeah, you got a space on the floor for us. We'll come and visit you.
Right.
We'll record a
podcast from your
podcast in your
apartment.
house.
Exactly. And what country are you? We will podcast from your place, as long as we get to stay with you, because hotels are expensive.
Yeah. We're gonna get an email tomorrow from somebody from like Albania. Come visit me. Ooh, no, sorry. Like you got some shit going on there. So once you guys get dialed in, like,
Yeah, you could be Albanian and be real white looking than those Albanians.
let's go to all the countries that Lou will definitely stand out in.
Right.
Maine. Oh wait, Maine's not a country.
I said country.
Still applies.
But I'll be interested.
Right.
What did you know? What I saw it, but what was the what did it end up naming the last episode?
It was
Our Chinese New Year episode.
Yeah.
just Olympic finale season 2 farewell.
Aw.
We didn't even really talk about like.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
right, that was the short part of the conversation.
I have to say, we came for Grogu, stayed for Josh getting heated is my favorite name of any episode we've done.
Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't even read the other ones. I'm like, click. Because it usually gives me like 7, 8 options. Usually the first one's the best one. But when I saw that one, I'm like, nope, I don't care what the top option is.
What was it? What was it?
It was, we came for Grogu, we stayed for Josh Gad getting yeeted.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like the Olympic final season 2 farewell, I think that one missed the mark a little bit. Because I think most of that episode was just us talking about the Chinese New Year.
Yeah, I was going to say, the Olympics thing was maybe the first half hour max. And the rest of it was basically the Chinese New Year.
Hey, we had one download on that one today.
Nice.
He's probably watching it right now as we're doing this.
Yeah.
Which is why I got the wood rabbit versus fire snake comparison.
What was the reaction to what was it last week when we were like, oh, you're going to get in trouble?
Thumping his what you call it.
We were giving you your nickname of Thumper.
Oh, well, she hasn't listened to it
she's
yet.
watching it now, so I guess
that's happening right now. I will find out.
We'll find out next week when there's only 2 of us.
Lou has a black eye.
Like you could tell.
Sorry, Lou's having some technical difficulties.
Say, hey guys, my camera's broken on the computer and the external one I got. They'll both be fixed by next week, I promise. But for this week, no, they're broke.
It's only because he doesn't want to show up with a black eye. Sorry, guys. I can't be on
Why are you
video.
wearing sunglasses on the podcast?
Why do you have a welder's mask on, Lou?
Well, I was listening to songs of the 80s, sunglasses at night came on, and I just wanted to...
I love Corey Hart.
Yeah, who doesn't? So... I mean, it's right along with Corey Feldman, Corey Haim,
all the
Corys.
I feel like this is almost better than Jack's moment of gratitude or Lou's white people shit. Is let's see what we can do to get Lou in trouble before the end of the episode.
That reminds me, I need to go to brunch soon. I haven't done brunch in a while.
Yeah, there you go. But
find me I don't know. Find me a brunch buffet. Ooh, Golden Corral. Sponsorship. I have your app. Why don't you send me a free coupon? I'll pay for my +1, but send me mine for free.
Best brunch in Denver, Colorado.
Oh, God. You're going to get all types of foo-foo shit.
Hang on, I got you. Let's see.
There's not going to be one better than Golden Corral, I'm telling you. Unless it's another buffet.
The bindery.
Low bar, dude.
Duo?
What, a buffet?
Yeah.
No,
these are
Golden
the best
Corral. You're not going to get better than Golden Corral.
No, for variety, for a for a brunch. Like, I can't go to a Chinese buffet. There's the Chinese and Italian ones and the Japanese ones are way better buffets but you're not going to get proper brunch. I need some place that's going to give me an omelet and a hot dog. You know,
Lou, you might have to go to Ophelia's Electric Soapbox.
Okay.
Known for its vibrant peep show themed decor and lively atmosphere, Ophelia's offers unique brunch dishes such as chicken and buttermilk waffles with heresy honey and chicken biscuits with gravy.
That's racist.
No. I was talking about for the peep show theme, but I love.
Do I got watermelon on the side? If some of them girls come on the menu, we can talk.
Ooh, Sassafras American Eatery has beignets, and I know you love a good beignet.
I do love a good beignet. And I think I've been to Sassafras, actually. That sounds familiar.
The number one they listed is called the Bindery. It's consistently ranked as one of the best. This new American fine dining restaurant offers an elegant brunch experience with dishes like sweet potato duck hash, avocado toast with smoked paprika aioli, and stunning downtown skyline views.
I'm good. What were you saying about Golden Corral, Lou? Let's go.
I was right. I may as well stay in Boulder for that foo-foo shit.
Maybe I'm low class. Shit. Not as bougie
Golden
as
Corral.
was.
Omelet and a hot dog and pizza toppings. I mean, it's pizza, but I don't. Yeah. The little mini ones, so you don't have to get full. And then you get pizza toppings where you get a slice of pepperoni pizza and you eat the toppings off of it so the bread don't get you full.
All right, so this is for Boulder. Southside
Peeled shrimp in a Ziploc bag. That one's good.
Okay.
Raspberry
1010.
That one's good too. French, but good.
Lucille's Creole Cafe.
Fantastic. Their straight Southern New Orleans is really good. Love
Snooze, an AM eatery.
Overrated. Snooze is not bad, but it's overrated for all the hype that it gets. But I would go to Snooze.
The seasonal chestnuts roasting pancakes.
Shit, you got nuts in your chest.
Aeon?
Those chestnuts?
Cafe Ion? No? It's Mediterranean inspired. And then the final one.
Too many olives. I'll pass on that one.
The Corner Bar.
Corner Bar is good too.
For a special occasion, consider the champagne buffet brunch at the Greenbrier Inn or a refined tea brunch at Jill's Restaurant and Bistro. Do you do either of those?
Jill's is good. Jill's is good.
Greenbrier?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Well, there you go.
Of those, I think Lucy. If I'm like, hey, pick one to go to, pick two to go to, it's probably going to be Lucille's and then Walnut Cafe.
Not Southside. Oh, you got Southside Walnut Cafe. Yeah, so they have. They use the whole name, so you were
the whole name. Yeah.
So
the government.
But Lucille's, Lucille's is one of those places where, like, if y'all were ever to come here, we would go to Lucille's. Like, y'all gotta check this out. Like, we would talk about Snooze. Oh, the other one is the Buff. The Buff is, one of those really good ones that's like open 7 to 2, one of those type of places.
Yeah.
And the Buff is really good. Dollar drink bar, like with the pre-made Bloody Marys, mimosas, and there's one more. But those 3 are dollar drinks. I usually I haven't been there in a while, but when I do, I'll go sit at the bar. I'll get the 2-step, which is like 2 French toast, 2 eggs, 2 sausage, bacon, whatever it is, and then I'll get a couple Bloody Marys. Now, you can pay for the fancy Bloody Mary, and that thing is super fancy. Like the garnish in that Bloody Mary, it's like an $8 drink, and that thing has like the pickles, the peppers, bacon, tomato. It's a goddamn salad in your drink.
The second response on the Reddit, Boulder Reddit, that's titled "Best Brunch These Days." Second one, I'm a basic bitch when it comes to food, so I'll always choose the Buff if I'm allowed to choose where we go for breakfast or brunch.
Hell yeah!
So I was like, wait, did Lou post this?
Lou is a basic bitch, though.
Lou could have posted. I was like, that absolutely applies. Lou could have posted that. I'm not saying Lou did not post that. I mean, coming from the basic bitch, the guy who's talking about fancy fucking brunch, and he wants Golden Corral.
Right?
We're going to go visit Lou and be like, let's go to brunch, Lou. You talked about all these places. Golden Corral. Wait, why are we pulling in the Golden Corral parking lot? What the fuck?
Here you go. When we're done, we can go across the street, fill up in gas at Sam's Club.
I'll take you guys to Sam's Club. I got a membership.
Exactly.
Oh man, I had to go buy some tubs for the stuff we did yesterday. So I went to Costco Man, there must have been 5,000 people in the fucking food court. That thing is so fucking chaotic now. Like now that they have like the self-service where you can go and order yourself. You don't have to go up to the counter. But like there's no markings anywhere. So
wait, they don't have an app like Sam's Club?
They do, but then they also have machines that you can go up to and put your order in.
So you can order on the app as well. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I know Sam's, because that's a lot of times if it's like when I go to a Sam's that's busy, I was like, fuck this. I'll order on the app and then watch all the people online watch me walk up and get my food. They're all like, what the fuck?
I'll have to see. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll test it out and let you know. But yeah, like it was just a ton of people with receipts in their hands. Some of them had receipts, some of them didn't. A bunch of people just standing around. There's nothing. There's no marking anywhere, so there's like nowhere to be like. If you're waiting for your food, go here. If you need to order, go here.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
That shit drives me crazy because I'm like, my organizational brain, like I'm like, you need to at least have a split between people who need to order and people who've already ordered. So then I know if I can go over and get in this line, if it's not just a bunch of people just moo-cowing waiting for their fucking order to come up or not. And I'm not spending 10 minutes going, did you put in an order? Is this the end of the line? Did you put in an order? Like, Costco does so good about every other aspect of their business for how busy they always are. Like, I'm like, why is your fucking food court so broken? Like, somebody needs to fucking take a look at this.
Just go to Sam's. Get yourself a Sam's membership and start going to Sam's.
Let me see where the closest Sam's Club is to me.
Because I will admit that even if you wanted to get a pizza from Sam's, they've got freaking curbside service now. I can order a pizza and drive up and they'll walk it out to me.
It's pretty baller.
Mm-hmm. Wait, they don't have that in Vegas?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Dude, but for $8.99 for a pizza, I'm all over it. Big ass meaty pizza, shit.
Let's see.
The hot dog combos are the best
Club
though.
Within 100 miles of 97224.
Damn, dog. My closest one is Longmont, which is about 15 minutes. And then there's another one about 20 minutes, 25 minutes one direction. There's another one about 25 minutes a different direction. So I know of 3 for sure. I don't know if there's more because I don't go that far out, but at least I know I have access to 3 of them.
Yeah, the closest one is probably in Colorado. Let's see. Is there Idaho?
Vegas.
There, Idaho. Maybe Idaho. Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah.
Idaho.
Because there's none. There's.
Idaho.
I'm looking at the.
He admitted it.
I'm looking at the Sam's Club locations by state, and Washington and Oregon are not on the list anywhere. So I'm like looking to see what other states.
That's because Costco. That's Costco territory up there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You need to be. If you're taller than 6'2", though, then Utah and Idaho can have a baby. Utah.
Yeah, Idaho Falls is probably the closest one.
Oh man! On that note, it's an hour 42. Yeah, on that note, it's an hour 42, and it's time to go.
Also, going from Tigard, Oregon to the closest Sam's Club is 10 hours and 35 minutes, and it's a different time zone.
Damn.
Worth it.
I can't believe there isn't one like either straight up above you in Washington or straight down in Northern California. That's surprising.
Bro, Costco's from Washington. They're not letting Sam's Club up there.
Yeah, the closest Sam's Club is in Santa Cruz. Wait, hang on. Where is this at? The closest one is in Sacramento to me.
See, that's monopolizing. That's against the law. I'm gonna talk. I need to talk to the Denver Broncos owners and say, hey, y'all need to put that's Walmart. I'm sure it's different CEOs for Walmart and Sam's Club.
That's 9 hours and 20 minutes. So really, I'm damned either way.
Yeah, you are. Damn, dude, that's crazy. Not really. I mean, I thought Sam's, Costco, like they're everywhere. Like, right? There's like Burger King, McDonald's, right? There's a Burger King. Within a mile, it's not less, much less. There's a McDonald's. That's just how it works. Yeah. But apparently, that's not how it works. Because for me, like going to Longmont, if I took this one road, I'm going to hit a Costco on the right-hand side, and not a mile later, I'm going to hit a Sam's Club or a Walmart on the right-hand side. So, So like in Longmont, there's a Sam's and a Costco. You know, Target and Walmart. You know, the same thing, except for Boulder. Boulder does not do Walmart because they don't want to save money.
They hate money, is what I heard.
They hate folks saving money. I mean, they regulate you raising your kids and how you raise your kids, so by taxing sugar drinks in the city anyway, not the county, but just the city. Like, we don't want your kids to get fat, so we're going to tax you, and that way you don't do that. It's like, it's not up to you to teach me how to raise my kids. Fuck off.
All right, boys.
If I want to buy sugary soda, let me. Don't charge me more for it. That's stupid.
Right?
That's racist, because black people, you know how it is, because black people can't afford freaking more for their soda, so it's racist. I'm just trying to throw out my inner liberal white woman.
Lou, you've been trying to throw out your inner liberal white woman for decades now. Hey-oh! Hey-oh!
You know what?
Come on, Jack, give me the yakety sax on that.
Right.
I was looking
you
at
know the
something
rules.
else.
I was going to argue,
rules.
but I don't like to be wrong, so I won't argue with that one.
I found out why there are no Sam's Clubs in Oregon.
Okay. Why?
Something about restrictive landing zones or something.
But Costco is there.
I don't know.
Restrictive landing zone is the Sam's Club fly in their product. They land at Sam's Club? What the fuck?
It says there are 6 states without Sam's Club: Alaska, Massachusetts, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington. But that's where Costco's from. Interesting.
The East Coast ones, Vermont, Massachusetts.
Oh, restrictive zoning laws is why Sam's Club is not in Oregon.
But Costco is, so that makes that. But all it is just a different version of Costco. So how can Costco be there and Sam's not? That's racist.
It could be.
When I did a search for that, they said there's primary reasons include strong competition from Costco, historical expansion strategy. They've historically prioritized in the South and Midwest. The West Coast, including Oregon, was deprioritized for long-term growth. Logistical and real estate challenges. Sam's Club requires large plots of land, typically 120 to 150,000 square feet, for stores and parking. In urban areas like Portland and Salem, limited available space, strict zoning regulations, and environmental concerns make site acquisition difficult and costly. Limited Walmart presence. Sam's Club often expands where Walmart already has a strong footprint. Walmart's relatively limited number of stores in Oregon compared to other states reduces the feasibility of opening Sam's Club.
Okay.
And recent corporate restructuring. Since the 2010s, Walmart has shifted focus from a physical expansion to optimizing existing stores, enhancing e-commerce, and improving member services. Despite
that all kind of makes sense.
Despite the absence of physical stores, Oregon residents can still access Sam's Club through digital membership.
Can't get a hot dog, though.
Right. Ship me a hot dog.
Right. $1.50 with a drink.
You order a $1.50. You order a $1.50 hot dog and it costs you $27 to get it shipped.
Not if you're a member, it's free shipping.
Get you that digital membership.
Exactly. Get that free shipping. Call it a day. Send me a pizza. I could do my mail. What is that? The people who do the meals for the week and they mail them to you. Shit. Send me 4 hot dogs and 2 pizzas. I'm good for the week. Would have cost me $20 for all that.
And send me 1 froyo.
Nah, man, I want that brownie froyo, the brownie vanilla one. That one's good. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that.
And that's what our podcast would be called.
Brownie froyo. I do that. It'd be funny if it actually cut it out of the episode too, and then so people would be like,
What?
I don't get it.
All right, boys.
Right.
Lou's got to go to bed. Lou's sleepy.
Yeah, he is. Lou's got to go get dessert.
Lou's not thinking about that brownie swirl.
Definitely getting that vanilla froyo though.
All right.
Oh man!
All right,
that boys.
Here we go. Season 3. That's
Well,
season
that-
in the books.
Thanks, season 3, y'all,
Thank you, season 2.
to get us this season. The
Boom. And you
Free.
don't even got to wait till 2027 to get it, like most of the other TV, like
Yeah.
most TV shows.
Yeah. We coming at you 12 months of the year.
Hell yeah. We're so much more consistent than most of the TV shows on right
Yeah.
now.
And we only had 6 weeks off, y'all. Out
Yeah.
of 52.
And most of
We'll
those
see.
were just timing issues.
Yeah.
But
Well, some of us went to Japan. That was weird.
yeah, crazy.
Right. We're there for you 94% of the time.
If you can't manage
Except
50% of your own life without us,
Yeah.
I don't know what to
That's
tell
like-
you.
I got nothing to say to you. Except
But seriously,
bye, see you next
shout
week.
out. Like, post in the comments and shit. Like, we want to see where you guys are coming from and how you guys found us.
Yeah.
So,
And why you aren't consistently listening to us.
wow.
Tell me why we suck. I need to know.
I want to make it better, guys.
Why am I the biggest fan of my own podcast?
I'm still stuck on the whole. I want to
you
go
love
visit
hearing
somebody.
us talk, Jack. You love hearing Lou and I talk.
This is true.
It's soothing.
Okay, well, I'll
Don't
talk
go.
at you next week then.
All right.
Nope, too late. I'm hitting
Have a
stop.
good week,
I'm hitting
guys.
stop.
Bye.
It soothes